Hi, my name is Marty Noel with Northeastern Martial Arts here in Rochester, New York. Thanks for joining us. We're working today on a series of videos. This is called Naihanchi. We teach a blend of Okinawan karate systems here at the Nima Dojo. The kata are Isshin-ryu based, and again, this kata is Naihanchi. I'm going to go kind of medium pace, and then we'll explain some of the movements and how they're performed correctly. We start out with Kyosuke, we go into Yosame, Kyosuke, Rei, Hajime, Kata, Naihanchi. All right, when we're in Naihanchi stance, we want to have our feet turned in, so our toes are actually going to be inside our shoulders. When we start the kata out initially, after we do the rei, we're basically going to bring the hands down in front of the groin. We step across, the foot comes up, and then I sit down in Naihanchi. And again, the feet need to be toes turned in. Not the most comfortable, it's a very unnatural stance. We'll explain later when we get into the bunkai what the nature of the stance is or why we do it. But basically you're going to block. From here the palm is facing up, wrist bent, elbow strike. When I come in, it's almost as though I'm hitting my bicep with a horizontal punch. So it's basically coming block, and then here, and then bring the hand down. From here I'm going to look. Always look before you do anything to any side, whether you're turning or just blocking and striking. But you block, Nikite, step across, locking the knees off momentarily. When you set into stance, you want to be in Naihanchi. And we take a shot, or pretend that we act as though we're taking a shot, but we tighten up the abs, breathing out. We block down. Bring the elbow up, nose bob, void foot sweep, block. Void foot sweep, strike, void foot sweep, and double punch. Now we're going to do that exact same thing in the second half. So that was the first half, and then we do the exact same thing again, just doing the mirror image. Naihanchi is a relatively brief kata. It's challenging on a number of fronts, but essentially it's a very brief kata, much less movement and technique than say Seisan or Seimshin kata. When we do that double punch, by the way, we want to make sure that you bring your hand all the way back to chamber rather than leave it here and then come in and strike. You want to basically, from the punch, you block and then bring your arm across, hitting with the elbow. Again, it's almost, or hitting the elbow to your palm, and it's almost as though you're punching yourself in the bicep. You're not. It just feels like it or looks like it from a distance. So then we bring the hands to chamber. Make sure we're in a good Naihanchi stance. The blocks that we do are not hammer fist blocks. That would be a valid block, and we can do that in the bunkai. But in terms of performing the kata, we want to make sure we're hitting with a back fist. Sometimes when I perform the kata, I actually blade the hand slightly. I'm still doing a back fist, but I'm hitting more with the ridge or the edge of my hand. Not a hammer fist, but I'm slightly blading it so the bulk of my energy is being transmitted to that point of my hand. So sometimes when people, students have looked at my downward block, it might look like it's a bit of a hammer fist, but it's not. It's just a bladed back fist. One of the things that some students have trouble with is what we refer to as packing the shoulders. When you're doing this kata, sometimes when people are doing these series of movements, especially raising the elbow up, they tend to raise their shoulders up. And it might feel like that's the right thing to do, but it isn't. We want to take and tighten up our pectoral muscles, and we pack the shoulders. So you're pulling down with your shoulders, tightening up the pectoral muscle, and you do that with actually a lot of the technique that we do in kata, but especially here when you do this side block and then a downward block. Now this is a hammer fist, it's not a back fist. So we're going head block, or side block, and then hammer fist, and then this elbow comes up. This is reinforced with this hand. I don't want to have it here or have it open. It's closed, and I bring this hand up, leading with the little finger, with the pinky side of the hand. I elbow strike, and then hit with the back fist or uppercut. And essentially I want to have it about the same spot that a side block would be, and I want to pack these shoulders as I do the movement. Okay? That's it for Naihanchi. I hope you have fun with it. It's not a terribly difficult kata to learn. It does take a bit of practice to really get it down well, but I hope you enjoy it. There's a lot of terrific bunkai, and we'll be covering that in future videos. Have a great day. We'll talk to you down the road.